What would you prefer? What would you prefer? Spider-Man jacket under Superman hoodie? Oh wait, I actually would prefer that. What am I saying? Okay, hold on. Much better. Hey guys, it's me, and it's time for another DC versus Marvel versus DC and other media. This one is the first two X-Men movies versus Titans on Max. Similarities. Both involve the secondary, each company's secondary team, the X-Men and the Teen Titans. Alright, X-Men and Teen Titans both portray the field leader of the team, who's also usually one of my favorite members of the team, poorly. Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, and Dick Grayson, aka Robin 1/Nightwing. Both have a scene where the tough guy of the team insults a name someone goes by. Wolverine. What do they call you? Wheels? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Connor Kent Superboy. You actually prefer Dick? Both have a scene where a member of the team steals a vehicle that belongs to the field leader of the team. Starfire in season 1 steals Dick's car, and Wolverine in the first movie steals Cyclops' bike, and then in the second movie his car. Both have this next point's the only time I'm gonna count The Last Stand. We're not, much like with Gotham versus the X-Men prequels, where I didn't count Days of Future Past for two reasons. One of them being that I don't really consider it much of a prequel, more like a crossover. But the other reason it actually has in common with here, I'm not counting Last Stand here because I have other ideas for that one. All right. Both have a scene where the love interest of the field leader sacrifices herself, but ends up fine later. Starfire in the finale sacrifices herself to take down Brother Blood, but after a Christmas flashback comes back okay. And Jean sacrifices herself in the end of the second movie to save the rest of the X-Men, but then in the third movie that we're not counting, so this is the only point, and I'm gonna bring it up in this one, comes back as essentially the main villain, etc. So which ones? What? Where am I? The red is a force that contains all life in this YouTube universe and many others. You know, my Marvel versus DC adaptation show is so much better than that one. Cool. Hey, you all right? You're me. I guess so. Yeah, you just came out of nowhere. Do you need help? No, sorry. I wish we could do another one where two me's did the comparison, but I'm afraid because you're here to stand in for Stargirl, we have to relegate you to just cameo. Anyway, fun. That's been fun, but I've got to get back to my first two X-Men movies versus Titans comparison. So.
Hello and welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn.
I'm Sasha, this is Casually Comics, and
Hi friends! So, let's get into it. If this is your first time seeing my face, hi! My name is Kat, and I really like musicals. If you really like musicals, hit subscribe to join the musical theater internet cult. We talk about
Sleep. The script as a whole is terrible. This sentence is from a roughly 20-page email author Rick Riordan sent to the producers of the Lightning Thief movie. Riordan's 2005 novel about a kid named Percy Jackson discovering he's the son of Poseidon hit a chord with middle schoolers, and it became an overnight sensation. The 2010 movie, not so much. For months, Riordan warned producers that the changes to the source material were absurd and destined to leave fans and regular moviegoers disappointed. But the producers didn't listen. And upon the movie's release, his prophecy was fulfilled. 2 years later, a small nonprofit theater company called TheaterWorks USA felt it was time to give Percy Jackson the live-action adaptation he deserved. Only not as a movie. They wanted to turn it into a one-act play for school cafetoriums. This is the story of a small show's big quest, of the battle between tradition and innovation, and of how long one can tempt fate before paying the ultimate price. This is the story of the Lightning Thief.
it's the case for Scott Summers. Today on the show, it's the case for Scott Summers.
Well, that was a weird trip into the multiverse. Anyway, back on to which wins. So the costumes in Titans were better. Those suits were top notch. And when it comes to the X-Men movies, yes, Scott, I would indeed prefer yellow spandex. Actually, to be fair, Mystique actually probably got the worst of that in the suit category because at least everyone else got clothes. But anyway, also Titans actually does almost use my preferred version of the team. We'll get to that later. Whereas when it comes to the X-Men, I actually prefer the Silver Age roster of Cyclops, Jean, at that time known as Marvel Girl, Beast, Iceman, and Angel. And if you count him, Charles. But yeah, that's kind of a given that'll be there in any age. And then when it comes to casting, I actually think they're both equally great. Like, Titans has Ryan Potter as Beast Boy, but the X-Men movies have James Marsden as Cyclops. Both amazing actors. I love Ryan Potter in Big Hero 6, and I love James Marsden in Enchanted. But as a whole, I've gotta say I prefer the first two X-Men movies. Let's get the obvious reason out of the way. So the first two X-Men movies may have mishandled my second favorite X-Man, if you count Charles. But Titans handled my favorite Robin worse. They had him use kryptonite glitter on Connor, and worse, Crypto, who's a dog. They had him blame himself for Jericho's death when he had, like, almost nothing to do with that. And pretty much they had him act like a total jerk the entire show. The worst the X-Men movies did to Scott was nerf him and make him seem lame so they can hype up Wolverine. And also turned him into a jerk, but more so with Dick. And then I hate how hesitant Titans Season 4 was to give me what I wanted from that season. It's my favorite superhero, Superman. Like, they found an excuse at the start of Season 4 to have him not be in Metropolis. And then in the last episode, they had him, but just showed his boots. I even hated when Shazam did something similar to that, and I actually like Shazam as a whole. And then also, I just wish Titans had Cyborg as a main character. That's why I said almost my preferred roster for the Titans. They didn't have Cyborg as a main character. They had him in like 2 episodes, and that's it. So yeah, overall, the first 2 X-Men movies win. Winner, Marvel. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe if you want to. And if you do, turn on those post notifications so you never miss a video. Credit for those clips in the multiverse scene go to Organized Chaos, Linkara, Casually Comics, Catherine Steele, Waiting in the Wings, Comic Book Girl 19, and the Spirit Young Performers Company. Comment below which one of these things you guys liked more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!